Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and this is Unity Consciousness. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'd like to welcome our new subscribers and also thank those of you who are returning for this week's energy update. We've got another busy week, so let's jump right in. We've had a bit of volatility this month, and this week does not disappoint. I have to say that. Today, which is Sunday, the 28th, Mars is conjunct Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Now, this conjunction occurs every 2 years, but what makes it a little bit different this year is it's triggering or setting off an instance that is going to take hold by the end of the week and continue for a while, the remainder of this year, that's for sure. I call this cue the fantasy. Cue the fantasy. So you have Mars that is aggression, action, just go, go, go. And it's in Pisces, so that's spiritual warrior, a lot of compassion, all those Piscean themes, but with a lot of energy. And then boom, it's going to conjunct Neptune. Cue the fantasy. So the wildest, craziest imagination theme that you have is popping in for purpose. This is really good for creativity, especially creative expression. So anything related to the arts and music, dance, intuition, great for intuition as well. And like I said, spirituality. Remember the grace of perfect timing. I have to say this because when you have this type of energy near the end of the sign of Pisces, that spiritual warrior self can kind of run amok. And remember that timing is important because a spiritual warrior's message is best delivered when the time is right. Not when you think the time is right, but when the time is right. So just be mindful of that. You know, you can, with this influence, you can, because Neptune affects us a little bit differently. I have to say that based on creative influences, where it sits in your natal chart, it can leave you, this energy can make you feel very energized and you know, in fantasy, or it could make you feel very lethargic and sleepy, I guess. You'll go with however it makes you feel, that's for sure. But just be mindful also when you get to these later degrees of Pisces, escapism is prevalent. And that's really a three-dimensional awareness. Fantasy is also a more healthier version of escapism, but escapism that leads to addiction or some type of lower vibrational energy, we need to stay away from that. So please remain as grounded as need be. Now on Friday of this week, that's when this situation gets a little bit more challenging, I'll say. Neptune is going to hit 29 degrees of Neptune. Neptune is going to hit 29 degrees of Pisces, excuse me, which is the anaretic degree. Whenever a planet hits the anaretic degree, it really magnifies its influence, and sometimes in that magnification, if you resonate with three-dimensional understandings, it can really take hold. So please be mindful of this. And as I mentioned, this stepping into that 29th degree of Pisces it's going to stay there. Where Neptune moves very slow, very long orbit cycle, but it's going to have a retrograde season as well. So it is going to be at 29 degrees from now till the end of the year. So be mindful of this. I think, again, mindfulness, awareness, they all go hand in hand so that we can really utilize the five-dimensional traits of this energy and be aware of the 3D components so that we can steer clear of that influence. Then tomorrow, Monday, Venus is going to enter its home sign. Super excited, love this. It's just such a good, very, very good energy. As you know, Venus also rules Libra, but in Taurus, it's home sign. Sensual and very content. This fixed earth sign can help you appreciate the finer things in life. They really do enjoy the finer things in life. I've discussed this prior, but with Venus moving in here, Expect to feel more, kind of relaxed and peaceful, with the creature comforts that you have in your home, eating a fine meal with good friends. I really enjoy that and that energy. Be mindful, however, of clinginess. That Taurian influence sometimes wants to really hang on to things or cling to something or be a little bit possessive. But just remain detached where you need to. Let go of the things, especially if you find yourself clinging to it. Let's pay attention to that energy, because you're going to recognize really quick, just a couple days later, where that might be out of whack. So anyway, be mindful on this day. Then on Tuesday, Mars is going to enter Aries. Oh my goodness. So that's Mars' sign of rulership. So we have two personal planets in their home signs. I do like this energy. Mars in Aries is all about vitality and sovereignty and pioneerism and the spark of inspiration. Just be mindful here. It's unbridled, very unbridled action, based on passion, and wants you to be bold and direct. In your enthusiasm, for sure. Look to your chart and see what house Aries is, and just know that that area of your chart is being activated very, very strongly. Again, be instead of self-centered, centered in the self. I think that's a really good use of this energy. That'll keep you in that 5-dimensional realm versus dipping down into 3D. So just look out not only for yourself, but do it from a place of being centered in the self, knowing your true essence. And then, like I said, you're going to be able to draw on this energy a little bit better. On Wednesday, we've got Venus in Taurus is going to square Pluto. Remember what I said about this. So Pluto is going to go retrograde the very next day on the 2nd. So Pluto is extremely strong because Pluto is going retrograde, drilling down on that 2-degree mark of Aries, 2 degrees and 6 minutes of Aquarius. And that makes it a very pivotal point, and Venus is going to hit that point. So themes surrounding self-worth, relationships, finance, that's a big theme here. Power, powerlessness, who has it, who wants it, transformation, all this is going to come right to the fore. And I have to ask you, if you feel tension, because that's a square, is tension, choice point, asking us to do something here, to make a decision, to choose. I just would ask you, have you forgotten who you are? Just have you forgotten who you are? Because Venus is in Taurus, that's the home sign, and Pluto asked us to be truthful moving forward, no more facades. If there is a facade that you face relative to any Venusian themes, finance, partners, relationships, you will deal with them expeditiously, I'm certain. And shud yourself of anything that you need to, so that you can reach your greatest potential, that's for sure. And then on the 2nd, as I mentioned, Pluto is going to go retrograde at 2 degrees, 6 minutes of Aquarius. During the retrograde season, Pluto will be retracing the steps back to 29 degrees, 38 minutes of Capricorn. Then we'll go direct on the 11th of October. So at that point, when it goes direct and then moves into Aquarius, we won't be dealing with Pluto and Capricorn anymore. When Pluto pivots, there could be some confusion relative to power, powerlessness, dynamics associated with that, facades, because remember, Pluto in Aquarius is not putting up with facades anymore. And then Pluto in Capricorn was exposing the bastardization of top-down authority for the purpose of power. So we are going to be backing into various scenarios for the purpose of reflection so that we can review, revise, redefine some things relative to power, powerlessness, and those other themes, facades, top-down dynamics, and how you use your power relative to those themes. We will be looking at that. We will be transforming because of it, but this is the last stand of Capricorn, or any of those themes, excuse me, not Capricorn, but those Capricornian themes of three-dimensional, just top-down authority that has been so difficult for many to traverse. That is going to fall away. It will definitely fall away. Stay detached. Find your eagle's perch. Observe, adapt, and align as needed here. Has our allegiance to situations, people's place, things been warranted, or was it an indoctrination? Something to think about. Facades are definitely falling apart. Then on Friday of this week, we have Mars in Aries is going to sextile Pluto, giving us, Pluto is, again, it's retrograde at this point, but Mars is going to slide in to assist in our journey of self-discovery and truth, asking us to do something to get something. This is a sextile, so we need to do something to get something here. Do you understand the true essence of who you are? This is Mars in Aries. Do you understand the power of your true essence? And have you recognized how that true essence benefits others? Pluto's in Aquarius. So yes, it's about you, but it's how you also fit into the greater good and the collective. So how does it offset the burden? Your true essence. Very interesting. I really like this day, and I'll be very much watching, because to me this day screams, be the change you wish to see in the world. Be an example. Be the perfect example of change. The change you want to see instigated in the world. Expect to receive, realizations of the people and the connections that no longer serve you. This is all purposeful here, so that Mars will give us what we need to be able to let go of things that just no longer serve us. I mean, Mercury retrograde season helped us understand that healing doesn't mean that you don't have to deal with challenges. That's for sure. It means that those challenges are no longer triggering us. They now become moments of awareness and insight, so we can continue to align with what's pure, what's truthful, and what's honest. Well, you can't beat that. Well, that's all I have for you this week, and I figured we'd be going along. We did have a lot to discuss. The the deck I decided to use today was the Field Tarot by Hannah Elizabeth Fofana. Let me back it up so you can see that. And this card jumped out. I mean, as soon as I did my first shuffle, whoo, here, I mean, it just jumped right out. And this is the Six of Swords, Transition. Let's see what the book has to say. In a state of transition, familiarities are left behind to make room for the unknown. While it may be difficult to let go, remember that what is lost or released will be replaced with positive change. There is hope on the horizon. Keywords: personal transformations, mental shifts, baggage, expanding, and letting go. I'm all about that. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please do click the like button. If you want to know when videos are being dropped, please click the subscribe button. If you want to be a co-creator with me, please do share this video with others. And you know I love your comments and suggestions. Please let me know if there's any other topics. I've got a couple of Kuiper Belt yachts that are in existence for a while that I'd love to talk about, but I'm just not sure you're interested in that. So let me know, if you would please, in the comment section. I hope you have a fabulous week of positive transformations and realizations to help you reach your greatest good. Namaste.